Stand here in London in the year 1348, and you would smell death before you saw it. The streets are muddy, the air is thick with smoke, sewage, and rot. Church bells ring constantly. Carts roll through narrow alleys, and somewhere in the distance, someone screams. At first, people think it is just another sickness, another bad year, another hardship. They are wrong. Within months, nearly half of London will be dead. Families will vanish, homes will be abandoned, mass graves will fill faster than bodies can be buried, and one invisible enemy will bring an entire city to its knees. This is London during the Black Death, and this is what it actually looked like. The year is 1348. Medieval England lives under the rule of Edward III. London is one of the largest and wealthiest cities in Europe. Nearly 80,000 people are packed inside and around its walls. By medieval standards, it is enormous. The city is crowded, loud, and filthy. Timber houses lean over narrow streets. Upper floors almost touch each other. Sunlight barely reaches the ground. Open drains carry waste through the roads. Animal blood from butchers mixes with sewage. Rotten food is thrown from windows. Rats thrive here, and where rats thrive, death often follows. Yet life continues. Markets overflow with bread, fish, wool, meat, and ale. Blacksmiths hammer metal. Merchants bargain loudly. Priests deliver sermons. Children run through muddy alleys. To Londoners, this is home. They do not know that, across Europe, something monstrous is coming. A disease unlike anything humanity has seen. A plague that will rewrite history. The arrival of death. The plague did not begin in London. It came from far away, likely from Central Asia, moving silently through trade routes, across deserts, across ports, across ships, then westward into Europe, where it spread with terrifying speed. In 1347, ships reached ports carrying more than silk and spices. They carried death. Sailors arrived sick, feverish, weak, bleeding. Many died before reaching shore. Then the rats came, small, common, easy to ignore. But the fleas on those rats carried the real killer, the bacterium now known as bubonic plague. Once it reached England, the countdown began. By 1348, the plague reached London, and the city had no idea what was coming. Daily life as the plague spreads. At first, the symptoms seem ordinary: fever, headache, weakness. Then things become terrifying. Painful swollen lumps appear in the groin, neck, and armpits. Buboes. Some grow as large as eggs or apples. The pain is unbearable. Victims shake with fever. Vomiting begins, then bleeding. Dark patches spread across the skin, a sign that death is near. Many die within 2 to 5 days. Some die within 24 hours. Panic spreads faster than facts. Doctors are helpless. They burn herbs, use bloodletting, apply bizarre remedies. Nothing works. No one understands bacteria. No one understands transmission. Most believe the plague is caused by bad air, sin, divine punishment, or the wrath of God. Fear changes everything. Neighbors stop trusting neighbors. Friends avoid friends. Families isolate inside homes. The city begins to transform. And not for the better. London collapses. Soon, the city begins breaking. Church bells ring non-stop. Funerals become endless. Priests move from house to house, not to heal, but to prepare souls for death. The dead pile up faster than they can be buried. Gravediggers cannot keep up. Mass graves are dug. Bodies are stacked, wrapped in cloth. Sometimes not even that. The smell becomes unbearable. Rot, decay, smoke, disease. Death is everywhere. Markets begin shutting down. Trade slows. Workers disappear. Entire households vanish. Some rich families flee the city. Many poor cannot. They remain trapped, waiting, hoping, praying. The streets that once felt alive now feel haunted. Doors remain closed. Windows stay dark. Silence replaces conversation. Then comes something even worse: desperation. How people reacted when humans cannot explain disaster. They search for meaning. Some turn to religion. Churches fill with desperate prayers. People beg for mercy. Some believe suffering will save them. Others join religious groups, known as flagellants. They march through towns whipping themselves, bleeding in public, believing pain will earn divine forgiveness. Some blame minorities, foreigners, outsiders. Fear turns into paranoia. Paranoia turns into violence. This is one of plague's darkest effects. It doesn't just kill bodies. It destroys trust. Some doctors refuse patients. Some parents abandon sick children. Some flee into forests and countryside. Everyone wants distance from death. But death keeps coming. Day after day, week after week. London feels cursed. The peak of horror. At its worst. Hundreds die every day. Imagine waking up every morning, unsure whether your family will survive the week. Imagine hearing death carts every night, men collecting bodies, calling out through streets, "Bring out your dead." Imagine watching your neighbors disappear one by one. No goodbye, no closure, just gone. The psychological horror is unimaginable. This is not war. There are no armies, no visible enemy, only invisible death. And that makes it worse. Because no wall can stop it. No sword can kill it. No king can command it. London is powerless. For months, death rules the city. Aftermath. Then slowly, something changes. The deaths begin declining. Not because medicine improved. Not because anyone solved the plague. It simply burns through available hosts and begins fading. When the Black Death finally slows, London is transformed. Some historians estimate 30 to 50% of the population is gone. Entire streets are half empty. Labor becomes scarce, wages rise, feudal systems weaken, society begins shifting. Ironically, the plague that killed millions also helped reshape Europe. It changed economics, power structures, labor rights, and the future of civilization. But the scars remain, deep, invisible, permanent. Today, modern London is one of the greatest cities on earth. Millions walk its streets every day. Most never realize what lies beneath the roads, beneath the buildings, beneath the noise of modern life, lie the echoes of 1348, a city gripped by terror, by suffering, by death. The Black Death killed tens of millions across Europe. Yet, London survived, and perhaps that is the strangest lesson of history. Even after unimaginable catastrophe, human civilization endures. We rebuild, we adapt, we continue, because history never truly disappears. It lives beneath our feet. If you enjoyed this cinematic journey into medieval London, consider subscribing for more AI-powered historical reconstructions. And tell us in the comments, which historical catastrophe should we explore next?